Hello, so today I don't feel my best, period pain, and I thought we could make my golden body oil that makes me feel really taken care and a lot of like luxurious feelings. Today we're gonna just mix the ingredients together and then wait for 3 weeks until you can strain it and have this. So let's just jump right into the video, and thank you so much for being here. I will insert a video probably right now where I go and harvest some of the ingredients that I use so you can see how they look in their environment. Okay, so here we have this beautiful rosa canina or dog rose, and what we're after now, as you can see, the plant is kind of dormant, but it still has these beautiful rosehips. The rosehips are super packed with vitamin C. So they're amazing for the winter. They have this astringent, so they're really nice. And we're looking for these kind of thorny branches. Rosehips are often found in hedgerows like this, and I think the best time to harvest and forage for rosehips is after the first frost, because the plant, before going dormant, is putting all of the energies on the fruits, so kind of enriching even more the rosehips. First thing first, I'm gonna make myself some tea because I feel like I need a good herbal infusion to help me out here. So the tea will be this one. Let me see if it focuses. Just don't look at my face. There. Wow. It's a mix of yarrow, mugwort, rosehips, calendulas. There is also some salviol and ribwort plantain. I have lots of mugwort here that I harvested with also some mallow roots in between, and also some yarrow here. So I am just gonna put a little bit of yarrow. Yarrow, it's really good for promoting blood health. It works on the blood circulation in our body. Yarrow is probably one of my favorite plants. I usually don't measure so much the ingredients, the herbal ingredients, when it comes to making herbal infusions. My rule is kind of like a handful of herbal ingredients per 1 liter of water. Then I'm gonna add this blend of mugwort and yarrow, and then I'm gonna add 5 or 6 rosehips. There they are, dried. There. Rosehips are packed in vitamin C, and they are an amazing wild ingredient. They're very good for our skin. They are super astringent. They have all of these vitamins. I really like them. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit, just a little bit more of this, and then I'm gonna add my water, which is a bit cloudy water because it has a lot of this mineral. I don't remember the name in English. It's calc. It's not really the best, but this water is coming from the mountains around here, so it's not the bad water, let's say. It doesn't have chemicals inside, so it's okay if there is a bit of this mineral ingredient, let's say. I'm using just the French press because it's the one that I like. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it on, and we'll let it stay there for 2-3 minutes, and then I'll start drinking my tea, my herbal infusion. Okay, so we are here to make my golden body oil. So what we'll need is a really nice and dried glass container. You can use also a plastic one, but it needs to be very dried, no water found or drops of water or anything, with a lid. And then we need some dried calendulas. There they are. These are wilted. I'm still gonna put them. Wilted calendula. Some wilted calendula and some rosehips, wilted or dried rosehips. First thing first, we put the heavier ingredients, in this case the rosehips. So we want to put about, I would say, 1/5 of the glass jar of rosehips would be rosehips. I'll just like highball it. It's very important that we don't put fresh ingredients, herbal ingredients, only in few cases, like if we use, for example, St. John's wort blooms, there it's good to have fresh ingredients, but in this case, yeah, we don't want to put fresh ingredients. When I say fresh, it means that the ingredient is kind of freshly picked and it has a lot of like water content. You can see the difference between these two. This is fresh, and this is wilted and dried. The fresh one is a lot more plumped. It's more, it has more water content, and the wilted or the dried one has lost. The water has evaporated, and we don't want water in our oil product, because otherwise, unless we have a potent conservative ingredient, because otherwise we know that oil doesn't dissolve in water and vice versa, so that creates bacterials, like harmful bacteria, so we don't want that. That will spoil our product. I'm gonna put half of the jar full of, I'm gonna put the calendula blooms. These are wilted. It would be better if I used really dried calendulas, but I will filter my oil earlier. I'm gonna add a little bit more of these rosehips too. So this is my final herbal ingredients in my jar. So the jar is fairly small, you see, it's kind of like as big as my hands, and my hands are not so big. I'm gonna add some almond oil, and so I'm just gonna pour it in my jar. castor oil. I find it super refreshing. It maintains the moisture in my skin. It's very thick, but it doesn't clog the pores, and it's helping a lot if you have any scars, and it helps to pull out all of the nasty bacteria out of your skin, and it's very hydrating. It absorbs easily on the skin. I really like it. I think it's my favorite oil to add on my face. So here we have the final product. Let me see. So the ingredients are slightly covered. No, they're very covered, only the top ones that are kind of floating. So it was fairly easy to make this oil, and it's a wonderful oil for the body. I'm gonna put the lid on it. Just gonna wait that all the hair bubbles come to the surface. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna drink from this cute little cup that I made. This is the final product. And now we will just put it on a shelf. We'll let all the oils extract all the nice herbal properties. After 2-3 weeks, you can filter it and start using it. So what I do with this oil is either I just use it as a body oil, or I put it inside some of my botanical products. I make botanical creams and shampoos and deodorants, small batches, and then sometimes I sell some. So I'm planning to make some deodorants, and some of this oil will go into the deodorant, because we don't only want to have fresh feelings, we also need to nourish our skin under the armpits. So a little bit of that oil will really help, and so you can use pretty much that oil pretty much everywhere, but of course it depends on the oil you used. But this oil that we made is with almond oil, so it's perfect for the skin of the body. So if you have also stretch marks, it will help nourish all of those as well. Not that I have anything against stretch marks, I think they're very beautiful, but it will maintain your skin very elastic and moisturized. Yeah, so this small herbal product is, I think it's a lot more rewarding to make this than to buy it. Then you know what is inside your body oil. And what else shall I add? You of course can add only one of these 2 herbal ingredients that we added, or even more. You can experiment, but remember, let's always use dried herbal ingredients, and and cover the ingredients with oil. We don't want to have all of the herbal products sticking out too much from the oil. Overall, I think it will work if you use dried herbal products, and if you use a sterile or super dried clean jar. But that's it. You can also add as a label, of course. I'm gonna do that so I remember the date, especially that I made this product. So I'm just gonna light the fire and sit and take a bit more care of my belly. And I also want to say thank you for the people that subscribe. I feel really grateful. Yeah, it means a lot for me. Of course, I know that here on YouTube the numbers are the ones that kind of count, but I don't know if that really, I mean, it would make me feel happy to have lots of subscribers, of course, because then I can continue make these videos, and it makes me wanting to create more. But at the same time, for me, it's really nice that there are people that actually care and want to interact and want to engage, and rather than just a number. So quality over quantity, maybe, but we'll see. Thank you so much for joining, and see you next time. The next time will be probably an eating video, but we'll see. Thank you and bye. Have a nice